What Bank of Scotland, Saxo Bank and Santander were fined for in 2026? In 2026, three major European banks were fined for anti-money laundering and sanctions failures. Not for exotic laundering schemes, but for something far more uncomfortable: basic control breakdowns. Today we'll look at what went wrong at Bank of Scotland, Saxo Bank, and Banco Santander and, more importantly, what these cases tell us about regulatory expectations in 2026. Let's start with the UK. In 2026, Bank of Scotland, through its Halifax brand, was fined by the UK's Office of Financial Sanctions Implementation. The issue was not intent, and it was not complex evasion. A UK-designated sanctioned individual was able to open a personal bank account, maintain it over time and process 24 transactions totaling around £77,000. Why? Because of a name-matching failure and sanction screening. A spelling variation in the individual's passport was not picked up by the automated screening system at onboarding. The breach was later identified through enhanced checks and self-reported to the regulator, which significantly reduced the fine. Key takeaway: sanctions regimes are strict liability. No intent, no laundering, still a breach. Now to Denmark, and a very different type of failure. Saxo Bank was fined approximately $46 million by the Danish Financial Supervisory Authority. Importantly, no specific money laundering case was proven. No single scandal drove the enforcement. Instead, regulators focused on structural AML deficiencies, particularly weak customer due diligence documentation, insufficient ongoing monitoring and poor oversight of white label and partner platforms. In simple terms, Saxo allowed third-party business models to operate faster than its control framework could keep up. Key takeaway: regulators now treat control design failures as seriously as actual laundering. Finally, Spain, and a case that should make digital banks pay close attention. Santander was fined over €40 million by Spain's AML authority, SEPBLAC, relating to its digital arm, Openbank. This was not about criminals moving dirty money. The regulator cited deficiencies in internal AML controls, weak handling of inactive and blocked accounts, and process interpretations that did not meet regulatory standards. Santander argued the issues were historical and already remediated, and has challenged the fine. Still, the message from the regulator was clear: size matters. Large banks are expected to have zero ambiguity in AML governance, especially in digital environments. Key takeaway: "We fixed it later" is no longer a defense. Regulators in 2026 are enforcing outcomes, not just policies. The uncomfortable truth is this: none of these banks were fined for being criminal. They were fined for being complacent. And in today's AML and sanctions environment, complacency is the fastest route to enforcement. If you found this breakdown useful, subscribe for more real-world financial crime cases without the fluff.